You've been lied to about passive income. While everyone's selling you the dream of making money in your sleep, they're conveniently leaving out the part where most passive income streams fail within the first year. But here's what they don't want you to know. There are legitimate strategies working right now in 2026 that are generating real, sustainable income for ordinary people. And I'm about to show you exactly which ones are worth your time and which ones will drain your bank account. The brutal truth, let's get something straight from the start. True passive income doesn't exist. What does exist is leveraged income. Income that requires upfront work, but eventually generates returns with minimal ongoing effort. The difference? One is a fantasy, the other is a legitimate wealth-building strategy. The passive income industry has become a trillion-dollar ecosystem, and most of it is built on false promises. Drop shipping courses that cost thousands of dollars, real estate seminars that ignore market realities, cryptocurrency schemes that collapse overnight. The graveyard of failed passive income attempts is massive, and it's filled with people who believe the hype without understanding the fundamentals. But here's the good news. In 2026, we have more legitimate opportunities than ever before. The key is knowing which strategies have stood the test of time and which emerging opportunities are built on solid foundations rather than speculation. Digital products that scale. The digital product revolution isn't new, but it's evolved dramatically. In 2026, the winners in this space aren't creating random courses or ebooks. They're solving specific, painful problems for niche audiences. Here's what's actually working. Micro courses priced between $20 and $50 that solve one specific problem in under 2 hours. Think how to automate your social media scheduling in 90 minutes, or the complete guide to negotiating your first remote work contract. These aren't comprehensive programs. They're surgical solutions to immediate pain points. The reason these work is simple: low barrier to entry for buyers, high perceived value for the solution provided, and easy to create once you have expertise. A teacher created a $40 course on classroom management techniques specific to high school art classes. It generates $4,000 monthly because it serves an underserved niche with a real problem. But here's the critical part that most people miss. Distribution matters more than creation. You can have the world's best digital product, but without a system to get it in front of your ideal customers, it's worthless. Email lists, strategic partnerships, and organic content that drives search traffic are non-negotiable. You need to build these systems before you build the product, not after. Templates and tools are the other hidden goldmine. A graphic designer created a pack of social media templates for small businesses and sells them for $27. She made them once, put them on 3 different marketplaces, and they generate $3,000 monthly. The work was front-loaded, the income continues. Dividend investing with a modern twist. Dividend investing has been around forever, but the strategy has matured significantly. In 2026, successful dividend investors aren't just buying random high-yield stocks and hoping for the best. The new approach focuses on dividend growth rather than just dividend yield. Companies that consistently increase their dividends over time typically outperform high-yield stocks that remain stagnant. A portfolio of dividend aristocrats, companies that have increased dividends for 25 consecutive years or more, provides both growing income and capital appreciation. Here's what a realistic approach looks like. Investing $500 monthly into a diversified dividend growth portfolio can generate meaningful passive income within 3 to 5 years. At a modest 4% yield with dividend growth, that's building towards several $1,000s annually in dividend income. But the game changer in 2026 is fractional shares and automated dividend reinvestment. You don't need thousands of dollars to start. You can begin with as little as $10 and let compound growth do the heavy lifting. The technology platforms now make this accessible to everyone, not just wealthy investors. The key mistake people make is chasing yield. A stock paying 8% dividends might seem attractive, but if the company's fundamentals are weak, that dividend could be cut at any moment. Focus on sustainable businesses with strong cash flow, competitive advantages, and histories of treating shareholders well. Content monetization ecosystems. Content creation has evolved beyond ad revenue and sponsorships. In 2026, smart creators are building monetization ecosystems around their content rather than relying on single income streams. Here's the model that's working. Create valuable free content that builds an audience, then monetize through multiple channels simultaneously. A finance creator might earn from ad revenue, affiliate partnerships, a membership community, digital products, and consulting, all stemming from the same core content. The beauty of this approach is a diversification. When one income stream fluctuates, others remain stable. YouTube ad rates drop, your membership revenue stays consistent. Affiliate commissions decrease, your digital product sales continue. But here's what separates successful creators from struggling ones. They treat content as a long-term asset. Every video, article, or podcast episode should be evergreen content that continues attracting viewers and generating income for years. A well-optimized video can generate revenue for 5 to 10 years after publication. The overlooked opportunity in 2026 is content repurposing. One long-form video becomes 10 short-form clips, 3 blog posts, a newsletter series, and social media content for weeks. This multiplies your reach without multiplying your workload proportionally. Automated business systems. The most sophisticated passive income strategy in 2026 is building automated business systems. This isn't about get-rich-quick schemes. It's about creating legitimate businesses that operate with minimal direct involvement. Print on demand has matured into a genuine business model. The difference between success and failure is specificity. Generic designs don't sell. Hyper-specific designs for niche communities do. A military spouse created designs specifically for Navy families and builds a business generating $6,000 monthly with less than 5 hours of work per week. The key was understanding a community deeply and serving their specific needs. Affiliate marketing has evolved beyond simple product links. Successful affiliates in 2026 create comprehensive resources and comparison tools that genuinely help people make informed decisions. They build trust through valuable content, then earn commissions when that trust converts to purchases. A personal finance blogger created a detailed comparison tool for budgeting apps. It ranks features, prices, and use cases. That single piece of content generates $15,000 annually in affiliate commissions because it genuinely helps people choose the right tool for their needs. The pattern here is clear. These aren't passive in the beginning, but they become increasingly hands-off once the systems are established. The implementation reality. Here's what nobody tells you about building passive income. The first year is brutal. You're working harder than ever with minimal returns. The second year shows promise. The third year is where things typically start clicking. The biggest mistake people make is giving up after 3 to 6 months. They expect immediate results from strategies that require patient, consistent effort. They jump from opportunity to opportunity instead of committing to one approach and optimizing it relentlessly. The successful people I've studied all share common traits. They started small, they focused on one strategy until it worked, they reinvested early profits back into growth, and they approached it as building a legitimate asset rather than seeking quick money. Your best strategy depends on your skills, resources, and interests. If you're a skilled communicator, content monetization might be your path. If you have capital to invest, dividend growth investing offers reliable returns. If you're creative, digital products could be your vehicle. The critical factor isn't which strategy you choose, it's whether you commit to it long enough to see results. Stop consuming content about passive income and start building. Pick one strategy from what you've learned today. Commit to it for the next 6 months. Track your progress, adjust your approach, and actually implement what you've learned. The difference between dreamers and earners isn't knowledge, it's execution. So what's your first move going to be?